Can missing a deadline really cost public officials hundreds of thousands of pesos? Discover how a small procedural misstep by the Pagsanjan Water District Board led to a massive financial liability and what it means for accountability in public service. Could this happen to you? This is the 86th case out of the 160 cases decided by Associate Justice Mario Lopez, chairperson of the 2024 Philippine Bar Examinations. Hit that subscribe button and get notified about our latest content. Watch our videos to increase your chances to recall these doctrines and concepts. This is the case entitled ENGR. Alex C. Paguio, et al. Versus Commission on Audit, COA, and Director Cleotilde M. Toison, COA Regional Director Region 4A. GR number 223547, April 27, 2021. Facts of the case: Petitioners ENGR. Alex C. Paguio, Angeline R. Aguilar, Edita B. Abarque, Marifel B. Pabalonia, Nina P. Velasco, Fred V. Capistrano, and Angelito T. Bombay were officers and board members of the Pagsanjan Water District, PAGWAD, a government-owned and controlled corporation, GOCC, organized under Presidential Decree No. 198, also known as the Provincial Water Utilities Act of 1973, as amended. In 2009 and 2010, the PAGWAD board members received various benefits through board resolutions, including extra year-end financial assistance, medical allowances, anniversary bonuses, productivity enhancement incentives, communication allowances, and loyalty awards. On May 10, 2012, Notice of Disallowance, ND, number 2012-100-001-0910, was issued by the Commission on Audit, COA, disallowing these disbursements amounting to 283,965.00 pesos due to a lack of legal basis, as they were given without approval from the Local Water Utilities Administration, LWUA, violating Section 13 of PD No. 198, COA Resolution No. 2004-006, and Department of Budget and Management, DBM, regulations. The petitioners were held liable to settle the disallowed transactions.
Petitioners appealed the Notice of Disallowance to the COA Regional Office 4A, RIBA, arguing that the Board of Directors was authorized to prescribe additional allowances and benefits to its members under Section 13 of PD No. 198 as amended by Republic Act No. 9286. They also cited several LWUA resolutions and circulars that they believe legitimized the grants of the questioned benefits. Decision of the lower courts. In Decision No. 2014-35 dated April 15, 2014, the COA ROIVA denied the appeal and affirmed the NDE. The COA ruled that the PAGWAD board members did not comply with the required LWUA approval and that the benefits were given in contravention of various regulations and executive orders, including Administrative Order No. 103, which suspended the grant of new and additional benefits to all GOCC officials and employees. The petitioners filed a petition for review before the COA proper, but it was dismissed in Decision No. 2015-190 dated April 13, 2015, for being filed out of time. Their motion for reconsideration was also denied in a resolution dated December 23, 2015. Primary issue in the Supreme Court, whether the COA proper committed grave abuse of discretion in dismissing petitioner's petition for review for being filed out of time. Decision of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court dismissed the petition, holding that the COA did not commit grave abuse of discretion in dismissing the petitioner's petition for review for being filed out of time. The court emphasized the following points. 1. Finality of COA ROIVA Decision No. 2014-35. The petitioners failed to appeal within the prescribed period of 6 months, 180 days, from receipt of the Notice of Disallowance to the COA proper. The appeal to the COA proper was filed 2 days late, rendering the COA ROIVA Decision No. 2014-35 final and executory. The immutability of final judgments is grounded on the principle that judgments must become final at a definite date to facilitate the administration of justice and avoid endless litigation. 2. No compelling reason for procedural leniency. The petitioners did not provide any justification for their failure to comply with procedural rules. General averments of social justice or the adverse impact of the COA's decision on their families were insufficient to warrant deviation from established rules. 3. Propriety of the disallowance. Even if the case were resolved on the merits, the petitioners failed to show that the COA acted with grave abuse of discretion in sustaining the notice of disallowance. The additional allowances and benefits granted by the PAGWAD Board of Directors were not approved by the LWUA as required by law. 4. Liability to refund the disallowed amounts. The COA proper correctly held that the petitioners, as approving and certifying officers, were solidarily liable to return the disallowed amounts. The COA auditor found that the PAGWAD Board of Directors violated clear directives under PD No. 198, RA No. 9286, and Administrative Order No. 103, amounting to gross negligence.
Important doctrines of the case. 1. Finality and immutability of judgments. A decision of the Commission or of any auditor upon any matter within its or his jurisdiction, if not appealed, in accordance with the COA's rules of procedure, shall be final and executory. PD No. 1445, Section 51. 2. Strict adherence to procedural rules. Procedural rules are designed to facilitate the administration of justice and must be treated with utmost respect and due regard. Deviations from these rules are allowed only for the most compelling reasons. 3. Liability for disallowed expenditures. Every official or employee authorizing or making such payment or taking part therein, and every person receiving such payment, shall be jointly and severally liable to the government